What are the major reasons why somebody wants to get a truck over a sedan right now? What are they telling you?
Well, it really comes down to versatility, right? So, you know, with these big crossovers, you know, there's the hatchback. I can do all kinds of things. I can move the family. I can move a piece of plywood. You know, it's really that versatility that a car just doesn't offer folks. And it used to be back in the day that the trade-off was, well, I'll give up the versatility to get the fuel economy that a car would offer me. I don't have to make that choice anymore. These crossovers, even the big ones, get fantastic fuel economy, so there's really not that sacrifice. But I do think there's some vulnerability of these as we look at these rising interest rates, as we see consumers starting to get squeezed a little bit on affordability. They are going to be looking for ways to save money. And what our view is that there's going to be a number of consumers who they want the crossover vehicle. That's the segment that they want to buy in, but they can't afford it. And so they're going to be pushed into the used market where they can get that crossover vehicle, and it's going to be more in their price range. And so as a result of that, we might see some of the car segments, the new car segments, suffer a little bit more, even though they've already kind of been beaten down. It's those guys, those segments where folks might buy in that segment, they're going to see some competition from the used car market where they can get that crossover vehicle or a new car. Which one do I want? Well, I think I really want that crossover. So we're going to have some folks moving that way as these interest rates go up.
Mark, there's no secret that big vehicles are selling right now. Is there a way of determining how long this phenomenon is going to happen? Does AlixPartners know where it's headed?
We have a couple things. So we've done sensitivities on gas price to what vehicles ships. And there actually is a decent correlation if you look at certain segments. So if you look at the A to C segment vehicle and the B to C segment crossover, there's actually a pretty decent correlation there in sensitivity on gas price. You have to, though, also take into account the speed of the gas price change. In a fast gas price change, you'll see a lot of substitution from smaller crossovers to sedans. You'll see some pickup truck sales just simply go down. It's not so much, doesn't seem like a substitution effect. It's more of a wait and see or a economic decision of not to renew your fleet as fast. And so we see those pretty clearly correlated with gas price. We see the movement, though, to crossovers in general, particularly of a D segment, as not so related to gas price. That's more related to the feel of the vehicle. So the higher H point, which is that, you know, how high you sit in the vehicle, is a really big difference. And so in consumer clinics, for example, people will say they feel safer, they feel more in command, they feel more comfortable. They'll use language when they're higher up in the vehicle, especially in traffic around other larger vehicles, where they'll say they feel safe, feel more in control, feel more comfortable. And we see that playing out in the more medium to larger vehicles, sedan moving to crossover, than we do in the small vehicles, which is a bit more economically oriented around gas price.